I ain't gonna lie to Jab Walker, man. I want to see that.
Young, don't get on my case if I'm quiet tonight.
We live, y'all. Yeah. It's like just everybody just got quiet. Everybody just got quiet. Welcome to issue 155 of NerdFlow Podcast. I swear, man. Black folks, dog. That's all I'm gonna say. Black folks.
Don't just say black folks. Wait, why I gotta be black people?
I mean, look at the cameras, y'all. I mean, for real. But yeah, man, this is issue 158 of NerdFlow Podcast. This is a podcast that's all about nerding out on anime, comic books, video games, pro wrestling, TV shows, anything in pop culture or fandom. We talk about it on this podcast. What is up, y'all?
What's going on, people?
I'm recovering from a girly sleepover.
Oh, man.
Girly.
Like besties weekend. My oldest had her bestie over. My youngest had her bestie over. And my bestie came over for a little while.
Oh.
I know.
That's awesome.
And it was cupcakes, wine, pizza, mac and cheese, corn dogs, fries.
13-year-old some wine.
No, it was only for the besties that were over 30.
Yo, when you put your daughter's age up there, I was like, that really made me feel old because I remember when you were pregnant with her, man, when we was in school, and it was like, I was just like, yo, and she still don't even look that old. Like, she still look like she should be like in like second grade for real.
Oh, she gets that a lot. People be like trying to talk to her. It's like, what grade are you? Are you like 6? You're in kindergarten? She's like,
really?
11.
Hey, she might end up like my sister. She might end up being like my sister, being 28 years old, walking into a restaurant, they hand her a kids menu.
Damn.
Like seriously, that's how they used to do my sister. My sister had to really start making herself look older. Because we were walking like
how do you make yourself look older?
Like the way she dressed and
the dressing.
Yeah.
Your clothes.
She really had to. She had to start dressing that she was a grown woman.
Yeah, I remember when I first met young sister in school. I'm like, that's your sister? She looks small as hell. It's like, she was supposed to be.
She looks.
Yeah, she was back then. I mean, she still is like. I mean, compared to me, everybody's small, but that's not the point. But it's just like she looked very young when she showed up in high school.
You just tall. You tall as hell.
I can't help it.
That been probably just like a half-inch taller than me.
Yeah. It's just how people are built, though. It just makes it what the illusion that it gives. Like some people have longer torsos, some people have longer legs, so it just make them appeal and look taller.
Yeah, because when we stand side by side, especially if I'm standing up straight.
Yeah. And I remember I sprouted up one whole summer in 6th grade, and then after that I just stood taller than all my teachers. So been 6 feet tall since 12.
Hey, you know what most guys' accomplishment is? That day you wake up and you realize you taller than your mama. But she still up there and beat your ass.
Well, unfortunately not me.
Nah, I remember the first day I caught the belt. I was like, yeah, I feel powerful, but she still beat my ass though.
No, I would tell y'all this how
my mom 5'11".
Moment of clarity for me. Like I can admit this. I got my last whooping when I was 12 years old, and the thing was like my mom whooped my butt. I got up and I looked at her, not a tear in my eye. I looked at her like, "Oh, that's all you got?" And she said, "Oh, so whippings don't phase you no more. Okay, I know how to hurt. I know how to hurt you. Don't dot my door. Hold on, let me squeeze the tear out real quick."
He was looking at you like Jody and Baby Boy. You got heart, dude. You got heart.
Man, I can't go nowhere. But I found the
Yeah.
loophole around that after school activities, football practice, stuff like that. It's always a loophole.
Oh yeah. Let's see, man. We have social media, so we got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Facebook is NerdFlow Podcast. Twitter is NerdFlow. IG NerdFlow Podcast. Search any of those, you'll pull up our respective social media channels. We got NerdFlow Art, NerdFlow Podcast at gmail.com. We got a YouTube channel. I don't know what the subscriber count is currently because I haven't looked at it recently, but we do have that. Trying to hit 100 subscribers so we can, get their URL. And we got Facebook group popping off, the NerdFlow Podcast community. We got a bunch of people. I got some people sitting in queue that I'm just like, I don't know if they're real or not, but I don't know. Never had 14 people sitting in queue, so I'm kind of never had 14 people sitting in queue requests, and I'm kind of like.
It was a
We
bit
got
suspicious.
85 subscribers on YouTube.
85, okay. Oh, we right along with the Twitch, because Twitch we gotta do shout out real quick on like Twitch followers real quick. We got we're at 86 right now. We got Barto1_45, Louise GMT. We got Junior ATK2, Vamo AI, and Guza2 for new followers for the stream.
Welcome, guys.
Yes,
Welcome.
sir. What else? We got t-shirts. Teespring.com is the website you go to. There's a special link in the description of the About channel on Twitch as well, and on the description of the podcast also, so you can look for that link in there. Also, we are affiliated with superhero stuff, so if you buy anything through that website, click on our link. Anything you purchase or buy through superhero stuff gives us a kickback to the show. That helps us out. Best way to support the show. But yeah, man, we got a good amount of stuff going on this week. We got the Jamie Foxx situation with Spider-Man, which we never thought we would see the light of day of this ever happening. We also got some rumors of PlayStation may possibly be throwing some money at some game developers that been wanting to get bought. And we got a bunch of stuff going on in anime also. So yeah, let's get into this, man, because we got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. Kick it off. Young fly than the rest of them.
Whoa. All right, dog. Whoa.
Goodman nickname.
Chill out. Hold on. All right, y'all. So I'm finna do talk about a few animes and give my reviews of them. So, God of High School. So I don't know if any of y'all checked out that anime. It's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? It's non-stop action, pretty much. Like when I say like it's just total fighting, I'm talking about it's like a fighting game. That's all. You got a few cut scenes and then you got a bunch of fighting. So, God of High School. So basically, I give y'all a little synopsis of it and give my review on it. So basically, it's a webtoon. So if you don't know what webtoons are, they're pretty much just online comic books. And it's been out for a minute, but Webtoon partnered with Crunchyroll, and they made an anime out of it, and it does not disappoint. So basically, God of High School is about this guy named Jin Mori, and they enter the tournament, God of High School, and if you win the tournament, if your team wins the tournament, you get one wish granted. So these people that's entering, they basically got like a lot of them got like spirits that they utilize their powers. So one of the guys named if I'm trying to say his name right, Ipyo, he has the nine-tailed fox spirit, which was casted from heaven by God because he got mad and destroyed half of heaven. So basically, the nine-tailed fox spirit was Lucifer. So, God casted him from heaven, and when he landed in heaven, he slept but his spirit ended up being reincarnated inside this dude named Ipyo. So like all the other characters, they got like Japanese, mythology or religious spirits. Well, Jin Mori, as the show progresses, everybody uses spirits, but what it turns out to be with him specifically, he is the reincarnate. He is reincarnate of the Monkey King. He is one of the nine kings of the realm, and he is like the most. He is like a living god, but like when he can't tell the difference. Like his memories colliding with each other when he becomes the Monkey King, which he does in the last episode. When he becomes the Monkey King, that whole persona of the reincarnation of the original Monkey King takes over, but he has some of Jin's memories. And when Jin turns back into himself, he really doesn't remember anything. So he has to go back to the Monkey King's homeland to unlock the Monkey King's memories, and so that he'll have his own memories and the Monkey King memories, so he'll learn to use the Monkey King's powers when he needs to. It's a great, when I say it's a great anime, it's a great anime. Not gonna lie to y'all, give it a good look. It's only 13 episodes. I'm already itching for season 2. Um,
I heard
I
about this.
can't go.
I heard about this show. I got a homeboy that I work with together in the warehouse, and he watches a lot of anime. And he was telling me about God's High School. Says it's really good.
It
Is
is
it
really
is
good.
it like an adaptation to like the Jet Li and Jackie Chan movie?
No,
No.
totally different.
Okay.
Like this is a very interesting take on utilizing the spirits of legend in Japan, and like they're using like Japanese spirits, Chinese spirits, and Indian spirits.
Oh.
So you know what I'm saying, like it's real dope, and the anime is set in South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
So you know it's a and I want to say it is an anime, but then like when I look up stuff with the fact that it's actually set in Korea, it made because South Korea does a lot of animation too, and I don't know if you can consider, just like you can't really consider uh because God of High School wasn't a manga, it was a webtoon. So I don't know if you can really consider it an anime. Y'all see where I'm going with that?
Mm-hmm.
Most anime is based on manga, and
Right.
with it not being a manga, I'm not sure if you can base it actually call it an anime.
Right.
Okay.
So, but like I said, it's a real good show, and give it a watch. To be honest with y'all. Now, the next one I'm gonna review is the first episode of an actual anime that I have been looking forward to, which is Yashahime. So Yashahime is the show that talks about that we all thought was gonna be about basically about Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter. Wrong, wrong. She's the main character, but it's not about their daughter. It's about uh oh Lord, I just said that it's about Shishamaru's twin daughters.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
if y'all don't know who Shishamaru
Mm.
is, Shishamaru is Inuyasha's older brother who's a full demon, not a half demon. But he had twin daughters that were separated during the forest fire. So one of his daughters ended up going down the well, and she was raised by Kagome's brother for 10 years in the prison.
I'm
And
so
Wow.
lost on
Wow.
Inuyasha right now. I think I stopped watching Inuyasha in like 2008.
yeah, I think it ended like 20. It didn't end too long after that though,
Mm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
because
You still have to keep
Kagame
up with
ended,
the movies too. You have to
Yeah.
watch
yeah,
the movies.
because Kagame ended up making the decision to just live in the feudal realm with
Mm-hmm.
Inuyasha, uh, and like the three girls, which are they're called demon princesses. Um, they're Shishamaru twin daughters and Inuyasha's daughter. They work for yeah, I'm gonna have to bring this up because I'm forgetting names right now because I got a lot. All right, so basically, let's go through this right quick. All right, so Yashahime, Princess Half Demon, follows the daughters of Shishamaru and Inuyasha as they set on a journey transcending time. Set in feudal Japan, half demon twins Tawa and Setsuna are separated from each other during a forest fire. While desperately searching for her younger sister, Tawa wanders into the mysterious tunnel that sends her to present-day Japan, where she is found and raised by Kagame's brother, Soda. Y'all remember who Soda was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
she raised by Soda and his family. 10 years later, the tunnel that connects the two eras has reopened, allowing Tawa to be reunited with Setsuna, who is now a demon slayer working for Kohaku. Y'all remember who Kohaku was? He was the little brother of the female demon slayer. And
Sango,
spoiler,
right?
yeah, Sano. Spoiler alert: Sano and the perverted monk, they ended up together, married, and they got like 3 kids. But Tawa is shocked that Setsuna appears to have lost all her memories of her older sister. Joined by Moroa, the daughter of Inuyasha and Kagome, the three young women travel between two eras on an adventure to regain their missing past. So, like when you bring up the pictures of the characters, Sesshomaru twin daughters, like one has like his white hair with a red streak in it, but she got on like a pantsuit, like a present day pantsuit. His other daughter has on like Demon Slayer armor, but she has the fur like Shishamaru has, and she has black hair. And then Inuyasha's daughter basically got on his colors. She got on like the red uniform with a sword, but she has a black hair. She pretty much looks like basically like a fusion between Inuyasha and Kagome. I have no idea who Shishamaru had twins by. I mean, watching the anime, I never seen a female that he was even messing with. You know, knowing Shishamaru and his really, I don't give a damn attitude. The female probably said she was pregnant, and he pretty much just flew away with his little, with jocking. He probably just flew away with jocking and said, "Thanks for the good time." You know what I'm saying?
That might gracefully clap the cheek that he took off on his cloud.
Basically.
Look, it don't make it no matter. He got the little fur thing. It's like he got the fur thing on, man. That ain't true. He clapped them cheeks and went in the wind on his cloud like, you've done your part. Thank you for the night. Then look. They don't have text messages back then. So a pigeon or like something came in and just swooped in, said, we need to talk. We need to talk. We need to talk.
Get that anime. It's called Yashahime Demon Princesses. Y'all get that half Demon Princesses. Y'all get that a watch too. Now getting into
real quick, young. I want to mention this before it gets too late in the show. We did get a raid from Omega Level Nerds for a party of 6. So appreciate the raid, guys.
Hey,
and also we had a follow from Odeon Creates. Appreciate the follow also as well. So let's go, man.
Appreciate it. All right, so on to ongoing anime, Boruto and Boruto. So last episode, Boruto and Sadara got their ass handed to them on a silver platter with dessert and everything. And
damn,
I'm sorry.
spare no expense.
I'm sorry.
I forgot. Mitchie got his ass pretty much handed to him in the same, the same way also. But so, they get sent back to the Leaf Village because they pretty much almost, all three of them almost died. And Mitchie is Orochimaru's child. So I still can't get over the body of Orochimaru here now. He pretty much in a female's body. And, anyway. But you know, Mitchie in the chamber, they gotta recreate all Mitchie's organs and everything, because he's not really a human or anything. He's artificial. But so
I really need
Boruto
to
is
get back to watching.
yeah, so Boruto and Sadara get healed by Sakura, and so they make up in their mind they need to train and get stronger. So they give themselves a fist bump. They give each other a fist bump and say, "Well, I'll see you when I get stronger." See, so they both set out. Of course, if you've been watching Boruto, you know that he's gonna go try to seek out Sasuke to train him. So when he gets there to try to train with Sasuke, Sadara already there training with her daddy, which only makes sense. Sasuke the only Uchiha that's left that can help her, utilize the Sharingan. That just makes only sense. So he asks Sasuke, Boruto asks Sasuke, who can, help me strengthen my Rasengan. I mean, light bulb about to go off. Go to your dad. Go to Naruto. But Naruto, as the Hokage, is concerned with making sure everything is running smooth in the village and everything like that. So Sasuke says, "Well, there's only one other person I know that knows how to do the Rasengan. I'm pretty sure y'all know who that is." Yeah. So today's episode, Boruto started training with Kakashi.
Oh God.
And basically, Boruto did. Remember when Naruto was trying to add the wind nature to his Rasengan, and he created the Rasen Shuriken, and how long it took him and how much time it took for him to get that straight.
Like the
Boruto
whole season?
pretty much Boruto pretty much did this in one episode. So, what I'm saying? The thing is about Boruto, he's like Kakashi said it, he's a genius when it comes to jutsu, like the fourth Hokage, like Minato, but he's unpredictable and brash, just like Naruto.
Like Naruto. He's exactly like his dad, but the total opposite of his dad is the weirdest
Yeah,
thing.
like he's exactly like Naruto, except
Right.
he has his grandfather's brain.
Right. Exactly.
So
Yeah, that's perfect.
Naruto's personality, his grandfather's brain. So, you know what I'm saying? And his Rasengan, when he adds the wind nature to it, turns green. But like when you watch the intro, it pretty much looks like he's gonna get a even stronger Rasengan that pretty much on some Dragon Ball Z level destruction type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see how far this progresses because I've been reading the manga, and I've been reading the manga, and it's getting close to where the manga is. So because it's starting to show people with the numbers under their eyes. So with the Roman numerals under their eyes. So I'm excited to see where this is gonna go in the anime version. I pretty much know what it's gonna do, but y'all know anime tends to be slightly different from manga. So that's why I'm ready to see exactly where it's gonna go. But that's all I got for right now. We're gonna circle back around to some stuff a little later.
Okay.
We got some other topics to jump into. So
Cool.
let's get into some of that.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and just talk about it. So Jamie Foxx, this came out, was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday.
Yeah, it was Thursday.
That was announced that Jamie Foxx will be reprising his role as Electro in Spider-Man 3. which is the Tom Hollands Spider-Man 3. And a lot of people on the internet were just kind of like, wait, what? And so now it's basically considered that Jamie Foxx is now part of the MCU as Electro. What are y'all thoughts on this? I know I was kind of shocked. For a second I was like, okay, this is like fake. I saw it everywhere.
I'm a fan
It was,
of
I knew it
just
was real when
Spider-Man
Jamie posted it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually I'm a fan of all. I'm a fan of Toby. I'm a fan of Andrew. Like they all have their own spin on what Spider-Man should be. But y'all already know who's my favorite. But that's another story. But I actually like. I actually liked. I don't know. It was a different spin on how Jamie portrayed Electro. But I think this is going to be also a different spin of how he's going to portray this Electro. I don't think it's going to be the same one.
Yeah, so they were saying with Electro, so the origin of Electro in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, he worked for Oscorp. The rumor has it that it may be a spin on it where they may A, use him to incorporate, to bring in Oscorp into their version of the MCU with Sony and Marvel. This may be their way to introduce it, because in the comics originally Electro worked for Stark Industries, so it would be very similar to how Mysterio came in. He was a former employee of Stark Industries and stuff like that. So they could potentially use that, kind of pivot off that a little bit. A
lot of people were saying how they feel like this could bring up like the multiverse. I'm like, I don't.
It could be.
Well,
it could be
possibility. It's possibility
because like their spider senses in the comics, their spider senses actually binds them to like the web of life, and so that's how all of them has like the spidey senses, and most of their connections to each other are through the same senses. And
like where Madam Web comes in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's how they can actually use this to tie up the whole thing.
Which I was kind of like, when after like Into the Spider-Verse, I was surprised they didn't bring Madam Web up Into the Spider-Verse.
Well, they kind of did. They kind of hinted it at the very end, to come to find out that Aunt May is freaking Madam Web.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of like slowly hinted at that. Entertainment Nerd said, no, Jamie Foxx, just know you barely escaped with your dignity last time. I mean, it wasn't really so. The Amazing Spider-Man wasn't really, at least in my opinion, it wasn't. It was bad writing.
Yeah.
Not him playing
right anything.
Yeah.
I didn't like his feeling character.
Which character?
Preferred the bad guy. They just made him really nerdy for no reason.
Yeah.
It was a bit much.
Nerd part to the But like my hang up with the Amazing Spider-Man was the whole secret lair thing with his parents. With his dad in the subway station and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, like Spider-Man ain't really never had no Batcave. Let's just cut that out.
Yeah, no, it was just the apartment, bro.
Spider-Man does have a Batcave.
Like, but no. But his parents were SHIELD agents, and that's
I know they were SHIELD agents, but
and they
what I'm saying
got in a plane crash.
They had to have like a place to go, but no subway. No, that was too much.
Yeah, it was too much as far as like with the the mystery of Harry and his dad's goblinism. I mean, I don't know. Was it cancer? I don't know what the hell it was. It was just the lack of them even explaining exactly what it was that he had that turned him into what he was going through, dying from.
Yeah.
Like they was making it look like Harry had cancer.
Right.
And his dad was trying to save him. Let's just be honest. When Harry became Harry, if I'm not mistaken, when Harry did become the Green Goblin, it was basically like how it was in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, because Harry ended up finding out that Peter, knocked off his daddy.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm actually tired of the Green Goblin. if y'all gonna do another Goblin, just go ahead and do the Hobgoblin and call it a day.
It's gonna be Ned,
Because
man.
Hobgoblin be the perfect. I'm just saying, Hobgoblin be the perfect way to bring in Kingpin into the MCU.
Yeah.
Like if
Oh,
you
wait,
gonna
hear me out. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
like you could bring if you want to bring in Norman Osborn and the Kingpin, because if you think about it, reading the comic books and watching Spider-Man on Fox, Norman Osborn and the Kingpin both were trying to get rid of Spider-Man, and the Hobgoblin came through, and he was pretty much an assassin for hire.
Yeah.
And that's how he ended up getting the glider and everything, because Norman gave it to him.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? You could use the Hobgoblin to tie in the Kingpin and Norman. And when the Hobgoblin fell, Norman felt like it was up to him to become the Green Goblin.
Y'all hear me out on this.
Okay.
I thought about this at work. So, if not as a main movie character, but as an Easter egg in the next Spider-Man movie, Martin Lee. If you play Spider-Man game, you know exactly who that is. Because think about it. He is he's Mr. Negative.
Okay.
And
that's what I thought.
I thought that. So
Yeah.
here's what I thought. Okay, there's the Asian teacher that's in Far From Home. Was it Far From Home or was he in Homecoming? I remember seeing an Asian teacher, and at that time I was
Homecoming.
like, yeah, Homecoming. I'm like, Mr. Negative, possibly could be
Mr.
maybe?
Negative. Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that. If not as a main villain, as an Easter egg at least.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they were going with the with Vulture, and then they went with Mysterio, it looked like they were going the route of the Sinister Six, but Electro wasn't one of those Sinister Six.
They could be doing it. I mean, they could be doing their own version. I mean, there's a roster of not the original Sinister Six that we know, that we've seen. I'll say that much. But there's a roster. There's a large roster of the Sinister Six of members that have been rotated in and out. So it could be just their own version that they're kind of creating and trying not to go off the Sony one. Because remember, in Amazing Spider-Man 2, when they walked through the laboratory, they basically hinted at all the characters that were going to be forthcoming if they did a 3. So they're probably just trying to do a little bit of different spin on it, not to like straight copy the homework. But they're like, okay, we're gonna insert Mysterio in there a little bit. And we got what's old boy? We got Shocker, because there's people still saying like Shocker is still a thing. Of course, Scorpion. Vulture met in jail. Rhino. So I mean, they're
Doc
the seeds of Doc. I mean, the seeds of Planet. I mean, that the next question would be who would play if they include Doc Ock. Like who would play Doc Ock? That's a big. Oh, and there's also been rumors of Craven, which is supposed to be rumored to be Momoa, but I mean that's just been Boss Logic's animation, but nobody's arguing with that.
He may be on to something though.
My thing is, I believe, like, just like a lot of people, just like, you know what I'm saying, Ryan Reynolds was in DC and it was just like, yeah, y'all writing sucks, I'm gonna go over here and do Deadpool with Marvel.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, Momoa probably just be like, it don't look like Aquaman finna get no more shine for a little while. I think I'm gonna just go over here and play a bad guy for a little while.
Yeah, there's only so many good actors you can really go through. So some people are gonna, with both of these companies trying to do universes, I mean, people gonna, it's gonna get recycled at some point. Some actors are gonna be just so good, they just, hey, you want to do this? Sure. I mean, money, yeah, I'll do it.
I mean, because we seen one person go from being a Human Torch to Captain America.
There you go. Entertainment Nerd said Kevin Feige likes to create hybrid characters. Yeah, he does. He does like to create a lot of it's like a mix between other characters and stuff like that. Let's see here. Let's see here. Josh Brolin found playing Cable harder to do than Thanos. Why?
Well, I mean, he had to get more buff.
He was already buff. I figured just Thanos. Well, I guess it's mostly prosthetics for Thanos.
Yeah.
I mean, Thanos was really CGI.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
and he didn't have to do much.
They really needed most of his facial structure.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
But in Deadpool, he had to get buff.
Yeah, him and
what's
his face
Cable
from
is
Stranger
buff,
Things? What you call it from Stranger Things? Then when he played Hellboy, he got on the same program that Brolin was on. It's like a 3-month regiment. Yeah, got him buff real quick. Monster Hunter World.
No, Perlman didn't.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm finna tell y'all why Brolin said it was.
Let's see here. While Young is looking that up, Monster Hunter World movie gets a release date and moved to December. Okay, so real quick before we dive into the Monster Hunter World, how have the movies been, y'all? I mean, has anybody went? I know I haven't.
No.
Nah, I ain't been to the movies neither.
How the number? I wonder has anybody seen numbers of like Mulan numbers? They say some of them.
We talked about it.
I think Mulan didn't do well, but I don't know.
They say Tenet been doing good, and I still haven't gotten around to seeing it.
It wasn't. They were doing good, but not good the first 2 weeks. But you can't blame. We still in the pandemic though.
People scared.
But
Go to Florida.
Yeah, they're trying to compare movies to like how they do albums now. It's like, oh, your album didn't go gold by RIAA standards. It's like nobody's buying albums anymore. Like they're
like opening weekend it flopped.
Yeah, you're not gonna go platinum. You're not gonna sell 1 million records in a week. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're how they. Go ahead, Young.
On this Brolin topic, this is what his hang up was. Thanos. He was just being serious most of the time.
True.
With Cable, he had to be funny and comedic. That's what the hardest part was for him.
Yeah.
He had to be funny.
Yeah, because he's not in a lot of comedic stuff. He's typically serious a lot of the times. And a lot of his stuff.
Yeah. Thanos, he just had to be a dictator, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cable, he had to kind of like match Ryan Reynolds.
He wasn't really like funny, ha ha. He was like more sarcastic.
It's casted, yeah.
Yeah, but that's really wasn't his thing though.
Yeah, because he had. I mean, if you think about Brolin, he hasn't been any. I can't think of any like comedy type stuff he's been in. He hasn't done comedy anything for the most part.
Since
he
the Goonies?
Yeah, since the Goonies.
That's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago.
Mama, what's a Goonie? Don't worry about it.
What? You don't let your kids watch the Goonies?
Huh?
You haven't shown your kids the Goonies?
No, I haven't shown my kids the Goonies. They see me wear a Goonies t-shirt all the time, but I have not yet let them watch it, y'all. Hocus Pocus gets a re-release on track. What is it with all these witch movies? I know it's October, but still.
Why not? Why not?
October. Where you been?
We're not.
I mean,
we're not in a rush to get back.
Let's cut out the bullshit. Hocus Pocus is our shit. Let's get it out.
You said,
every Halloween. Every Halloween when it was called Family Channel, and then it was called
ABC Family,
all the other shit.
Freeform and
what is it
Family
now?
Fox.
Freeform.
Yeah, Freeform.
It was, Hocus Pocus was coming on that channel and Disney Channel every October. And they're gonna show it from October 1st. They're gonna show it every day from October 1st to October 31st.
It sticks.
Hey,
sticks.
You know
It's
what?
a
I ain't
movie
gonna
that
lie.
you
The best Halloween tradition for me was always trying to catch Charlie Brown Halloween special. Great Pumpkin.
I started.
I'm sorry.
I started today watching The Simpsons Treehouse Horrors.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. I didn't go watch them.
Take me back.
Hold on. Was I the only one that watched? What was that channel? AMC, I believe. They used to show nothing but Halloween movies like every day.
That's why
it was always.
Yeah.
That's
my
me.
tradition.
You gotta
right
catch
there.
that. Michael Myers.
That was me growing up.
Yeah,
bro,
that's my
before
tradition.
Walking
right
Dead,
there.
that's all. That's all that
AMC.
station was.
Yeah,
Man, I was like, Halloween
Even
coming off. I'm out of school. I'm gonna go watch some Michael Myers right quick, bro.
Even I started a tradition on Halloween where I have to watch the movie Trick or Treat.
I think I've seen that like once.
That's
just here. Once. It's a classic.
When it came out.
It's a classic to me now, because I think about What's the pumpkin name? Sam. Yeah.
See, like those Disney Channel movies, like they don't like it's only like a few of them that just like really stuck with me growing up.
Halloween Town.
No,
Don't
not
look
that
under
either.
the bed.
Don't Look Under the Bed is pretty
Don't,
much, and they don't
yeah.
even show that on Disney Channel no more.
It's on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney
though.
Plus though.
Yeah,
I
it's
watched
on
it
Disney Plus. Well, matter of fact, when I first got it, when Disney Plus came out last year, that was the first thing I saw. Like one of the first things I looked up, and then I watched it. And then when I watched it, I was just like, yeah,
This movie
it's
didn't age
lame,
well.
but it's a classic.
It's lame,
Oh, they
but
had
it's so good.
But
they
you
had
know,
so
like
many reasons
the
as
stuff
to why
that
they wanted it off.
yeah, because they ended up kissing at the end. They didn't think a
Mhm.
black boy and a white girl should have been kissing. Anyway, Disney sleep been ahead of his time and certain stuff, but you know.
Mhm.
But I mean, as far as like let's just put it this way, the kid friendly shows, like the ones that have stood the test of time are mostly the Christmas shows. Like the Halloween stuff, like I probably seen the Charlie Brown Halloween special a few times, but a Charlie Brown Christmas, I'm watching it every year.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the old claymation, you know, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
Rudolph.
Baby New Year,
Mhm.
Frosty the Snowman,
Frosty.
all them the old ones that came out like the 60s. I'm watching them every year. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Halloween, it's gonna be horror movies, Hocus Pocus.
Night Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
You can
Nightmare
watch that. You can
That's
watch
the
it in
thing.
October
Is
or
Nightmare
December. It
Before
don't
Christmas
matter.
a Christmas movie or a
It's the
Halloween
Halloween
movie?
Christmas movie.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
a
You can watch
November
it from
movie.
It's
October,
both.
It's a
November,
November
December. It
movie.
don't matter.
Exactly.
You watch
It's
it.
a
You
fall movie.
you watch it from October to December.
Right.
Exactly.
It don't matter.
Because I remember the debate was Die Hard a Christmas movie or an action movie?
It's a
Like
Christmas
the
movie,
first
bro.
Die Hard.
It's a Christmas
It's a
movie, bro.
Christmas.
Just like Home Alone is a Christmas
Podcast.
movie. Home Alone, I don't count Home Alone 3 or none of the other ones. Home Alone
Oh,
1 or
no.
2.
1 and 2, most definitely.
Trash, yeah.
Like when
I
stuff
barely
started going,
watched number 3. Was number 3 even about Christmas?
No, we
We
had
don't
to
even
talk.
remember.
I don't remember.
We
I
don't.
remember it because I thought it was cute. It wasn't like Kevin.
It
but
wasn't
it
the
was
same.
cute.
It's like
No, Mama.
it's like Macaulay Culkin gone. Okay, I'm out. I don't want to watch
like,
it.
Yeah.
I feel like if Macaulay Culkin hadn't just went on the bench, he could have did the Home Alone 3 like as a teenager, and it just would have been
If
like
they redo it now under his kids, I think it'll make some money.
Yeah, I think it would too.
They got taught by their dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter World. So not Monster. Yeah, well, it's really Monster Hunter. Yeah. So the movie's coming out in December. Is there a trailer or anything? I thought it was a trailer that came out for it. I saw the poster.
I saw I didn't see a trailer though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I saw was Stills.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's Monster Hunter. It has what's her name from Resident Evil?
Mila
Yeah.
Jovovich.
Yeah, Mila Jovovich. She's in it. So it seems like it's gonna be. Even without even seeing the trailer, it seems like it's probably gonna be decent and pretty much true to what it is. I kind of feel like Capcom is probably gonna be watching over that. They've had the relationship with Capcom due to the Resident Evil franchise, so she literally just jumped from one Capcom game to the next movie adaptation and a different character. Literally what she just did.
All I got from that. I'm just like, she just fighting another Resident Evil monster.
Mhm.
That's pretty much all I got.
Yeah.
So speaking of Capcom and movies, okay, we know Mortal Kombat has a new movie coming out.
Right.
Could possibly Capcom be thinking about actually doing a real Street Fighter movie?
Under what studio though?
Don't need. I mean, if you're gonna do it, if I'm not mistaken, I hope that Mortal Kombat is being done by New Line. If New Line is still a studio,
I
I'm
don't
not
think New
sure.
Line is even still a thing anymore.
Yeah,
It's a one. Didn't they combine with Warner Brothers?
I think so. Somebody bought New Line. I
Yeah,
haven't seen a New Line movie in a hot second.
because if I'm not mistaken, whatever the last Halloween movie was, because Halloween used to be a New Line movie. So whatever Halloween was produced by, then that's the studio that it needs to be, because the first Mortal Kombat movie was made by New Line, and they did it right. So
Yeah.
I don't think New Line had anything to do with the second one. If they did, they was down they great value department. But
Let's see. It is New Line. Production companies: New Line Cinema, NetherRealm Studios, Atomic Monster Productions, and Red Road Productions. Distributed by Warner Brothers. So yeah. Yep.
So who is Monster World? Who is what studio is doing Monster Hunter World?
Sony. They got that thing for video game movies, dude.
Sony?
I can literally guess that was them. Yeah.
All right, so let's just put it. I'm just being honest. Sony been doing decent lately. They've been doing good lately.
Lately they have.
So, first of all, bring up who did the first Mortal Kombat movie. I mean, the first Street Fighter movie. If Sony had something to do with that, they got some explaining to do.
They disqualified, bro.
I think so, though.
Like, who did the first Street Fighter movie and the Chun-Li movie?
I'm finna look right now.
Who did those two movies?
Hold on. Disgrace, I swear. Production company was Capcom. Distributed by Universal Pictures.
Oh damn!
Columbia.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again? Can you repeat that again,
Production company.
Can you repeat that again, sir?
Bro, they messed up their own game, bro. Distributed by Universal Pictures.
How in the hell?
The production company name again? Can we please be told who was that again?
That is
production company for the first Street Fighter movie and Chun-Li.
I'm looking for Chun-Li right now. Okay. Production company was Capcom, Legend Films, Hyde Park Entertainment, and distributed by Fox. Fox strikes again, bro.
All right, snap. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Insert laugh.
Yeah.
That's the bison laugh right
Oh
there.
God. No, that ain't even a bison laugh. How the hell?
Yeah, that is basically how the heck do you get this wrong when
tell me? So
how do
you tell me that's basically like J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter. She went and just changed everything when the movie came around. True enough, the movies were slightly different from the books, but it's just basically like Harry was, you know what I'm saying? Harry was Voldemort, and Voldemort was Harry. That's basically what she did. I can't even explain it. The fuck up was so bad in the first Street Fighter movie. The fuck up was so bad that you can't even explain or justify the changes that they made.
So I'll explain it for you. I see you kind of lost for words. How the heck did you approve this when you know the story because you wrote the story?
The gaming division must not have nothing to do with the movie.
Bro, they asked the CEO and he don't know nothing about the game.
I bet the gaming division over in Japan was just like,
What's the gift with the dude with the question marks? It's just like
it was like, how Sway? How Sway?
That is crazy that they were on the production side of that.
You ain't got all the answers.
And then the second one is even more explained because it was Fox, because they also messed up another. I'm not gonna say it.
We ain't gonna go there. We know what it is. We know what it is.
We ain't gonna do it.
Let me say something.
What you got?
Let me say something.
Oh damn!
So, I've always thought about them redoing it, and what better company I feel that would be great in doing it would be Marvel Studios. Just because of the connection, Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah.
See, now that actually makes perfect sense, especially because of how good those franchises are. That franchise is.
Boy.
So,
now that you say that,
it's just a thought. It's
just imagine a fight scene.
I've never thought of that before.
Relationships. Mm-hmm. Speaking of relationships, the thing Tank posted on there with the Samuel L. Jackson telling the story about the Mace Windu story, but it makes you think it makes you think like it's a combination between Nick Fury and Mace Windu. Like Nick Fury is Mace Windu. Y'all didn't see it?
No, I saw that with the gauntlet.
Y'all making me look stupid on live, so you know what I'm saying.
No, I know what you're talking about. I do. I saw it.
It like that's the like with Disney owning, you know what I'm saying, Star Wars and Marvel. I feel like it's a story that they can entwine and make happen.
Here's another point I want to make. Think about that Gargoyle movie that we were promised. It never happened. The one that was supposed to be directed by Jordan Peele. They said that Marvel was supposed to be over that, simply because Marvel did the comic books for Gargoyles.
Okay. I mean, that can still be a thing.
It makes sense to me.
It may still be a thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure like Disney Plus, like with all the nostalgia stuff that's on Disney Plus, it's literally a barometer for them to figure out what they want to make and what's like hidden, what's not, what's going to get remade. I still want to see though.
Like, I know Jordan is like he busy with Lovecraft with JJ.
Mm-hmm. But like right now, when it comes to live action stuff, aside Marvel, Disney with their own titles is pretty much hit and miss right now. Mm-hmm. Like Disney is at the plate, and you know what I'm saying. At one time, they can be one Carlos Stanton. Next time, what up?
Some of it works, and like you said, it's a hit or miss. Like the Artemis Fowl movie.
They've been misfiring on some of these live actions for sure.
But the thing is, it's being released on their platform, the Disney Plus platform.
Yeah.
Like,
did they ever do the Kim Possible movie?
No, that was that Disney Channel?
Yeah.
That was the thing that happened.
They did it. It was garbage, but it's
garbage.
They did it.
Yeah.
They should just left it a cartoon.
If you put the people that worked on the original projects, you will succeed. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with Disney and their attractions. Look at their attractions. When they make an attraction based off the movie, like look at what they got going on in Tokyo. Success all the way. Mm-hmm. Because they hired the original team, the animation teams to come on these projects. You're gonna get good results.
Yeah.
Sometimes the executive.
When you think about how long ago some of that stuff was, like Kim Possible has been off air for a long time, so that team pretty much is probably gone on. It's got different jobs at different studios and everything.
Yeah, depends. Yeah.
Excuses.
Let's see here. WB Games. So WB Games has been rumored for quite some time to be, Warner Brothers in particular has been trying to cut their losses with the reorganization of trying to get things popping with HBO Max, DC Universe collapsing on itself and moving over to HBO Max. And so Warner Brothers has been looking to sell off its game division, which is WB Games, which consists of games of the Arkham series, Lord of the Rings series, the Lego games, and all that stuff. And so there's been rumors of Microsoft being up for the bid to buy them. Activision, EA has been in the conversation. And so as of last week, we talked about this on 154, Microsoft went up and bought Bethesda. So they probably may be out of the realm of buying any more studios currently at the moment. And so there's been rumors swirling. Everybody's like, is Sony going to buy Warner Brothers? Is Sony going to buy WB Games? If that were to be the case, I mean, wouldn't have a problem with that.
I don't know if Sony's gonna buy. I don't know if Sony's gonna buy that. I don't see it. They already solidified. They don't need to buy anything. I think I think the Sony fans are just like, since this whole Microsoft Bethesda move, I think they're like, oh, we need something too. And it's like, come on, man, y'all don't need nothing. Y'all fine.
Yeah, we don't. There's also been them kind of saying, this is before even WB Games went up, saying that they should buy either, I don't think they would buy Konami in retrospect, but people have been trying to get them to buy the Metal Gear Solid franchise from Konami and bring it over to
Metal Gear
PlayStation.
Solid, they're doing a remastered version of Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah, I heard about
4
that.
and 5.
Yeah.
Stop playing for real.
Yes, so that's copped.
Yeah, I think that if they were to buy,
and I spoke that up on here like 20 episodes ago.
Oh yeah, you did say that. I think if they were to buy Metal Gear Solid, it'll bring back Kojima back into the fold, because his relationship with Konami, boy, they did him just dirty. So they kicked him off his own game. So I mean, if they ever were to if they were to buy from Konami, if they were to allow it to, for them to buy it, Sony would straight up be like, hey, Kojima, come on, let's do number 6.
Because after they kicked Kojima off, Medicare took a totally left
turn. Metal Gear Survive, is that a game? Oh, okay. Guess not. Doing that battle royale surge of games.
Yeah.
It did not survive. Microsoft, along this same rant of companies buying stuff, there's been like swirling around that Microsoft has been in negotiations to buy Bungie. Their CEO Pete Parsons has been responding to a lot of reports from a lot of gaming news feeds that has been saying there's evidence to say that they could be possibly being purchased by Microsoft. But the CEO of the company is saying nope, is not a thing. They're just even a year removed from Activision. So it could be slim chance. It could be just people kind of talking about the whole thing with them delaying the latest expansion for Destiny 2 and stuff like that. Some people were kind of speculating
What's going on with Iron Banner right now? Like, I was on Twitter and I'm just seeing people say, do not play Iron Banner right now.
I mean, I don't know. I've leveled my stuff up to the point where I'm good for the new expansion. So I jumped in maybe 1 or 2 matches. I'm not sure. I saw that message though. I did see that message though, where people saying don't play. It could have been a thing where people are running in, 6 stacks and stuff like that. That's just, teams just freaking just destroying people. I know for a lot of people like Young that do play like PvP and stuff like that, they are coming with a Iron Banner solo mode. So for those who don't want to have to go up against teams, that'll be a good thing. So that'll be coming next season.
As far as for me, when it comes to PvP, when it comes to teams, like, I'd rather be playing with a group of people I'm familiar with than to get in a group with a bunch of randoms, because 9 times out of 10, if you jump in a group with randoms, they are already on the team together. Like, some people in that group are on the team, and they not paying you no mind. You just in their way.
In some cases, in some games it's like that. Yes, it's very true.
Just went free to play.
What did?
Open beta. Rogue Company.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did. Yeah, they did. They went open beta this week. They also what else did they do? I think they opened a mastery like a few
Yeah, mastery too. I'm
yeah a
already
few weeks
level
ago.
3 with Amble.
A few weeks ago. So it is free to play. So what that means, if anybody that want to try Rogue Companies, was in closed beta for at least probably about 2 months, I think. So anybody that's looking to check it out or try it out, I heard us talk about it on NerdFlow. It is open on. It's pretty much multi-platform, so you can just pretty much download it and play.
Oh,
That's what's up.
I was gonna ask Tink, what's up with this Witches remake with Anne Hathaway?
Oh, let's go.
So I guess they trying to make it more diverse. I mean, they're trying to bring in a new crowd of people, a new generation. I'm getting. I don't know how to feel about it yet. I'm excited, but if they take away the nostalgia of the whole witches thing, I'm not gonna like it.
Like I was
Like,
excited to see it because it seemed like it's around the same premise. Look like they didn't change too much about it, other than
It's a new
adding in some
cast, new
black.
face.
Yeah, like I mean, the look they gave Anne Hathaway for the main witch was like, yeah, that does
Joker.
pretty much because the rendering Boss Logic did with her female Joker just really fit it fit. But I mean it pretty much it pretty much looked like the same movie. It's just like you just substitute Angelica Houston for I mean you
And,
substitute Anne Hathaway for Angelica Houston
yeah.
and they don't look as old. I mean, it's not like how their faces were falling off and stuff like that. It's more like they're using a spell to change themselves versus like makeup and stuff like that.
Right. It
So
makes it more what you call it, like in the times, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, more hocus pocus type of deal.
that's what they don't need to try to remake. Just leave Hocus Pocus alone. It stands the test of time.
Well, they're in the works of it. They want to get the guy from who directed Hairspray, Adam I forgot Skankman, something like that. But he redid Hairspray, and he did a pretty good job. Hairspray is still one of my favorite like remakes of a musical
Hmm.
movie.
Seen
But
it.
and he directed some of Glee episodes. So the guy, he's
Never
pretty
seen
good.
the episode of Glee.
Well, it's for people who likes musicals. It's not everybody's
Boy, that
cup
show
of
was
tea.
that boy man. That show was cursed. Cast wise, boy, jeez.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
But
a
yeah, they're in
shoot,
the
Like
works of
I get into a
remaking
musical
some
as an
stuff.
old Disney cartoon
bro.
or
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
I would say Hamilton, bro.
Cause
That's
like
Hmm.
like Hamilton, like you give me a musical where they just dropping bars, I'm good. Like I was like they was in the Valley of the Hyenas the whole play. Like what was Sway at?
Let's see here. Before, well, no, let's go ahead and do that because I lost my thought. Young, let's talk about let's do a rundown of the fall animes real quick since we going into the fall season, sir.
Okay. I tell you what, let me just instead of looking on my phone, I got it like alright, so of course Fire Force 2 season 2 is still going on. Attack on Titan final season. It will be simulcast if it starts December 7th. It will be subbed and dubbed. So for those of y'all that don't like to read, it will be dubbed for you. The regular at Magic High School Visitor Arc starts October 3rd. So that started Friday. I mean yesterday. Our Last Crusade or Rise of the New World. It starts October 7th, subbed and dubbed. By the grace of the gods, it starts today. Simulcast. Ugh, that's messing me up.
Simulcast.
Black
Yeah.
Clover, yeah, Black Clover 3 season 3 continues. One Piece season 10 Voyage 3 um drops October 6th on digital storefronts and October 27th on SVOD season 10 Voyage Force drops October 27th on digital storefronts and the simulcast continues. Wondering which the journey of Elena October has no date beside it. The day I became a god premieres October 10th, subbed and dubbed, and it's like a whole lot of more that's coming out before 2021.
Hey, let's
And
do
most
this.
of this stuff is dropping October is dropping this month
Okay.
within the next 2 weeks.
Let's do this. For those who want to see that full rundown, either post a link or you can post a full list if you want to in the NerdFlow Podcast community. Yeah, drop it in the community for those who want to see that or know about that. Join the community group. That way you guys can check that out. Young is typically at the point on anime stuff, so definitely check that out in the community group. Low Key. So Low Key show is, of course, still in the work. I don't think they even filmed anything for Low Key yet. I think we're still working on. So what you call it? So One Division comes out next month. Next month. And so based on spoiler alert, if you haven't seen, if you haven't seen any game, I'm sorry. We're getting old Low Key. So that's gonna bring a different dynamic to Phase 4 purely because all the stuff that the other Low Key went through with Thor, which would be, you know, all the stuff he went through with Dark World and just different, you know, I guess you say relationship things he's went through with Thor through the movies. This Low Key won't have that, so he'll still be the god of mischief. So, which is going to be a problem for the most part.
And they're starting Doctor Strange production at the end of this month.
Ooh, man, it's like that movie's gonna. I have a feeling. That movie is not gonna be appreciated till later. Till later on, I feel like it's gonna be one of those movies that's not appreciated till the end. Literally, no pun intended. The end game happens. It's like, oh, I see why they did that.
I just re-watched Doctor Strange, the first one today, and I'm just like trying to see the little key points that you don't notice until like after. Yeah. And it's something about that Doctor Strange relationship and Spider-Man's relationship that's just, it's something we're missing.
That's why I wish we would have got Ghost Rider.
I mean, with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, even in the comics, they had a relationship due to the fact, I mean, that New York group, which is basically all the Marvel characters are in New York.
Good portion of them.
They, even in the cartoons and stuff, Doctor Strange and Spider-Man were together a lot. Even when like fighting Darmandu and stuff like that. So like most people try to, I mean, like out of the people Spider-Man were associated with it the most, it was either the Fantastic Four or Doctor Strange. Like you try to associate him with the Avengers, but I think he was more with Doctor Strange he was more with Doctor Strange and the Fantastic Four.
Right. And that's
why I
think
Doctor Strange more.
Doctor Strange is going to be the one to tie in the entire Spider-Verse theory.
I can see that.
And that would make sense for him to be the one to tie it in with dealing with dimensions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think Wanda is going to be the one that's going to kick it off and just jack up everything, and then that's what's going to make his.
And they have to fix it.
Yeah. Which is why a lot of people are saying like she's like WandaVision is the kickoff for this, but she is really, I know Nightmare is supposed to be the villain in the movie, but supposedly she is the actual villain of the whole thing because she's lost it. She's created her own world, which is why Vision is back, Quicksilver's back. So
please correct. I got something I want to point out about Wanda. It's her powers.
Right.
She's bending reality And it's making me wonder whether or not her powers ever has something to do with the reality stone, with it being red. Like, yeah, has it ever crossed your mind before?
Because when they gave her, how the MCU gave her powers, it was through the. Did they do that crap with the Tesseract, that Hydra, when they
No,
did their experiments? Was it the
I
Tesseract
think
or was it the
so
reality?
because it was the Tesseract.
it was
The Tesseract was
yeah,
the Tesseract was on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the Tesseract being the
Because
space is a space stone, which could pinpoint you to any location within space.
Yeah.
I mean, look what it did to Red Skull. Look where it took him.
Yeah. And everybody
That's
thought
all I
he
was
was
trying to see.
dead.
Is there a connection with her powers in the reality? So,
Could be. I mean, the red aura of it is definitely a hint that it could have something to do with it, aside from her wearing red. But
because her in Endgame, her in Infinity War Endgame, you could tell she was getting to the point where she was slowly snapping.
Yep.
Right. You can see the rage in her.
She had Thanos like deadlocked twice.
Pretty much.
Like twice.
She was pretty much, and like to the point where he was like, I don't even know who you are. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And she, like, all things, it wasn't on her mind that this is a different Thanos. Like, we just cut the head off the original Thanos.
Yeah.
That did. Like, I just want to eliminate anybody. Like, it could have been a yellow dude with the name Thanos, and she was gonna kill him.
Exactly. Anybody
Like,
that looked like you.
was Dan, like if your name was Dan, it ain't even have to be Thanos. She don't even like the word. She don't even write the word Dan. Even Dan, like she don't even write that.
Man. Let's see here. Last topic I wanted to talk about, like, I know I kind of touched on Black Captain Marvel, which is Monica Rambeau. And this actually ties back into the WandaVision as well, because she's actually in the show. So some real quick information that I got from Monica, because the reason why I brought this up, because Marvel's YouTube actually did like a quick, like, little, I don't know if anybody that follows Marvel on YouTube, they always do these little quick, like, kind of like rundowns on certain characters, like highlighting them. And they specifically did one on Monica Rambeau, like, I just out of nowhere. So that means she's going to be a pivotal part in the show for Agents of S.W.O.R.D. because there's actually screenshots of her. I guess they're already trying to start to work on the show. So there's some screenshots of her working on that as well. So basically her powers came from an interdimensional machine that she tried to destroy and basically gave her powers. She was introduced to the Avengers by Spider-Man. So, in addition to that, despite we have one Captain Marvel already in the MCU, she's actually the first Captain Marvel, not Carol Danvers. So, she also becomes the leader of the Avengers. So, I mean, there could be some kind of foreshadowing to what her character could be, because, like I said, this is Phase 4. A lot of these characters that are in these Disney Plus shows could potentially be or could show up in the movies. In addition to that, she was also part of a group called Next Wave, the Mighty Avengers, and the Ultimates. And in the Ultimates, she is on the team. I don't know if you guys, probably maybe 2 months ago in the NerdFlow community, I did like a little highlight on Blue Marvel, and I said Blue Marvel would be, he's probably one of the top 3 smart minds in Marvel. In Marvel, and she actually has a relationship with Blue Marvel, and they end up on the same team. So that also could be a hint too, if they ever want to give Monica Rambeau, which is Captain Marvel, somebody to have a relationship with, we could get Blue Marvel in the MCU finally as well. So I thought that was.
Speaking of shows in production, they just handed out the scripts, because I follow like pretty much the cast of Black Lightning. So they just handed out the scripts, and they finna start production on Black Lightning. And this month, The Mandalorian season 2 drops.
Yes, I was gonna mention that too. Yeah, that starts. This is gonna be a weird. Okay, so just before we wrap, this is gonna be a weird fall season for shows, man.
Because it's dropping early.
No, everything is dropping 2021. All the new seasons of CW shows, either they're ending or they're not starting till 2021 because of COVID. So we really don't have a lot of or anything to really look forward to in the fall. So
Because I was expecting like October is really when like Black Black Lightning drops, Charm drops. You know, pretty much like I hadn't even heard anything on the production of Charm.
Nope. Everybody put out, like, I know Flash put out a thing on their Twitter. They said Flash coming 2021. Supernatural doing their last season, they say 2021. Supergirl 2021. So, and a lot of times they're shooting when we're watching the shows, like the first episode, they're probably like mid to halfway through that season filming it at the same time we're watching the first couple episodes. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of weird. It's gonna be kind of weird. This not have nothing going on and nothing to really watch as far as from that standpoint, because I'm always used to watching those shows starting at least at the end of October or in the middle of October.
Pretty much, bro. Like this whole year, as we said so many times, has been a shit show. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's been the main thing we've been watching is the year. So
yeah, pretty much.
You've been watching us too.
2020 came in and told 2019 to hold his beer. Let's just hope that 2021 comes in sober as hell. We need 2021 to be that dude that stands on the wall. Don't try. It just looks and hopes and wishes it could be cool.
We can't do right now, man.
I got something that just came in that I want to kind of share as well.
What's up?
Because The Boys, you know, the show The Boys, they're actually going ham right now. The latest episode was fire. Not gonna spoil anything. But Sure Thing Toys is releasing the set of 8 of the original 8 pops they're gonna release. They're probably gonna be available around February of 2021 to March, but you can pre-order now.
Are they different from? Because I was on Hot Topic earlier today looking at pops, and I saw maybe like 2 of them on there. I'm not sure they were just for pre-order or what. I'm gonna check once we get done, because I was thinking about ordering them.
So you got 2 Homelanders. You got Homelander levitating, and you got him standing. Then you got Butcher. You got Huey. You got Queen Maeve, and you got A-Train and Translucent. Now I don't know why they didn't release. And you got Starlight as well. They should have released what's his name? Mother's Milk. I wanted him.
Frenchie,
you know?
And
Frenchie, right? But you can get the set of 8. Those 8 I just named for $70.
I know what's so funny about.
I guess they're gonna release Chemical later.
Yeah, they're gonna release them later. They gotta release them later.
So y'all know what's so funny about the Boys? Every time I watch it, and it's specifically about him, you tend to forget that's Laz Alonso. Like when you think about Laz Alonso, from us growing up seeing him on TV,
BT,
like really? Like, first of all, I hadn't seen bro in like years.
Exactly.
I see is Stump Yard.
Pretty much.
And this Christmas.
That's all I see.
It look like my boy said, all right, I'm just finna go hit the gym. I'm finna drink a lot of milk.
Swole as hell.
Like, I'm gonna let y'all call me Smothers Milk. First of all, me and my mom would have been fighting whole life growing up.
Wow.
Mother's Milk. But yeah, man, they're basically I know we got to wrap, but they're basically diving a little bit deeper into Butcher, right, in his life, and they're you know, when they're building they're building the story arc for the next season. I'll just say that.
Because Black Noir has, like, the first season, Black Noir really didn't get no shine. Like, Black Noir has been all over this season.
Yeah.
Well, like, he pretty much the hitman.
I ain't gonna say what happened, but okay, yeah. He been putting in work though, you know.
Yeah, he been putting in work.
You know,
like
so
hey, go put them in check person.
That's right. He handles the dirty work.
Yeah,
he handles the dirty work. But yeah, they're setting up the story arc for next season. You can tell, and you know they're building the blocks for the next season.
So,
Homelander is a freaking psychopath. I'll say that.
Pretty much.
You started to see it. When you started to realize it in the first season, you're like, this dude crazy. But now
But you
he's on
found
a rampage.
The fact that he
Like,
being brainwashed by Stormfront, like she pretty
Come on, you
much
saw
wait,
that.
don't give up too
Don't
much.
get
Don't
no,
give up
don't
too
get
much.
no, don't get no.
All right, so but this is my prediction
Don't
for
give
the
up too much.
season. One of the seven finna die, and
She said that what? She got that lop, that
Got
lightning
that
ass.
she
All
got
right,
that
anyway.
lap.
I think
got
it's
that
gonna, I
lap
think somebody gonna die at the end of the season. I'm
because they
man.
showing like they going the trauma they going through right now is like it is leading up for that person to die, and the person that's gonna do it is Homeland. Nah, yeah, it's gonna make sense for Homeland to kill her.
If they are going in the direction of the comic books, I know who it is. But
I'm pretty like I'm just gonna say
no
I think
spoiling.
how spoiling that if I say I think I ain't seen her die.
Oh,
Who you think?
I think it's Queen Maeve gonna die.
Who?
Queen
Maeve.
Maeve.
Oh, Maeve.
She dies in the. Cause don't she dies in the comic book?
I ain't never read the comic book.
Mm.
It's just like
Well,
when you
I don't know. We don't know. This is speculation.
the
This
thing
is
is, it's like
guys.
foreshadowing. Like
But
when they start showing the characters,
we lost the viewer. They must be like, look, I'm watching the boys. I don't want to know that.
Exactly. Somebody did drop out.
the thing is, it's like when you could tell when somebody getting ready to die or something. It's just because they
I
start
thought it was gonna happen in this episode. This previous episode, I'm like, who the fuck is gonna go? Who's gonna
because
go out?
just think about it. Just think about it. Like
I'll
when they
say,
start
what's the
building,
name? Stormfront is a sleazeball.
she a Nazi. But like
Yeah.
like in Naruto, when
AKA
they start, remember we start seeing Jiraiya a whole lot just so they can kill Jiraiya. Like when you start seeing characters a whole lot that previously you didn't see a whole lot of, and they start giving so much backstory on that character, they're finna kill that character.
They want you to care about
It's
the death.
something in sleep because A-Train kind of flipped script a little bit, but we ain't gonna get into it. Let's not get into it.
Like if Game of Thrones
hate-
taught you anything, it's when they start focusing on the character, that character finna die.
Well, Game of Thrones was like a whole different. Never mind.
I'm sick of the deep.
Anyway, all right.
All right,
Let's,
man.
Please get rid of
I
the
don't
deep,
want to
though.
spoil it for the viewers.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and
Please get
wrap,
rid of the
man.
deep.
Let's go ahead and wrap it, man. We're just gonna bring issue 155 of NerdFlow Podcast to a close. Please make sure you guys follow, subscribe to the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff. We appreciate all the viewers that came through, show love. Again, thank you to Omega Level Nerds for the raid that you guys did. Appreciate that. Make sure you guys follow the podcast. We're on all major podcast platforms, and we will catch you guys on next week for issue 156 on twitch.tv